When our loved ones age and start to need more help at home, of course we want to help them, but there's only so much a family caregiver can do, and at times it can get overwhelming. Here with help on how to handle these situations is Cindy Dedrick from Serengeti Care. Welcome back.
Thank you.
This is an important question, and I just started thinking of my father and then my mother. And when it comes to caregivers with family members, you say it's okay to ask for help, but that's not always that easy.
It's not, especially when you feel like you are responsible for making sure that they have everything that they need and that you're doing what you're supposed to. But sometimes you have to stop and take care of yourself, and it's not easy, but there are resources out there to get you there.
So let's talk about those. Because I sometimes wonder if maybe the reason that it's hard is one of the reasons why we don't want to ask for help is it's as if I would be letting somebody down. I'm feeling like, well, I shouldn't feel like this. It's my father or my mother. I shouldn't feel like this. But because it can be rewarding, but it can also be overwhelming. So what happens when caregivers don't have the support they need?
Well, I want to go back to what you said, that you feel like you're supposed to because it's your father.
Yeah.
It's also important for you to be able to be a family member and not always be the caregiver. Because as a family member, you can see and do things differently than you can as a caregiver. And so looking for additional resources that can help you, give you that time where you can still be the daughter, still be the family member, not always be the caregiver, will help both you and the person that you're caring for.
When you said that, it reminded me of my father-in-law as he cared for my mother-in-law. He was changing roles. He wasn't just a husband. He was now that caregiver, and that was sometimes really difficult. And as you're saying, step back and be that family member again. Where do we turn for resources? What is available?
Yeah, so sometimes there are resources out in the community. Some senior centers have adult day programs several days a week that are a small cost, but they are some help. There are services such as Meals on Wheels that can assist with getting some food to that person, nutritious food when you're not available, or to give you a little bit of time. But also places like Serengeti Care, trusted home care companies that can come in and provide that additional support.
Okay, let's talk about that. What kind of services can Serengeti help us with?
Sure. Serengeti Care can help with transportations, running errands, assisting with personal hygiene, medication assistance, and even just companionship, giving that person an opportunity to have somebody to be with and spend their day with when the family member has to go out and do some of their own errands and running around.
So I know you've seen a lot of this. So how have you seen Serengeti and those kinds of services help both the family member who's giving the care and also the patient or the person that needs the care?
First and foremost, the one that I see the most for the person receiving the care, it's not always comfortable getting care from a family member. A daughter giving a shower to a dad or something, it's not the most comfortable situation, and so sometimes it is helpful to have a different figure doing that, different type of person, especially if they're coming in from a home care company, that they feel more like it's clinical in a sense that it may be better than your daughter giving you a shower.
That's a good point. And we just have about a minute or so left, but in families especially, you can see this. Maybe there's one person that gives care because where they are in life or that their location. But what signs can I maybe look for, or we can look for, when somebody's maybe getting overwhelmed with the responsibilities?
Yeah, if you're just feeling like you can't do enough to get everything done that needs to get done, that's probably your first bet that there's help that's needed.
All right. Well, I appreciate you pointing out to me when I said that I don't sometimes feel like I want to ask for help because this is my job, but that's a good reminder of my first job is to be a family member, and that I can use some help, as this is the changing relationship, and it's often very overwhelming, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And to get in contact with Serengeti Care and learn more about their services, just call the phone number you see there on your screen. And we'll also have information on the New Day website.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Serengeti Care.